Getting each ahead.
Sorry.
Excuse me, Chair.
Yeah.
Yes. Vice Chair Martinez.
Present.
Member Redden City.
Present.
Member Schmidt. Chair Garcias.
Present. Great, thank you. Consent calendar. The next item is consent calendar. We have item 3 from the January 22nd, 2026 meeting, and item 3.3 authorized.
There is one public comment. Robert wishes to speak on item 3.2.
Citizens Oversight Committee, Measure P. I usually like to start my public comment by cancel the meeting the same day and the notice. So, it's just, for whoever didn't know, now you know. These I get canceled same day, and then we're excusing absences for other meetings when we have a meeting, but the member doesn't show up. Right? And so even if you got the memo that we weren't having, and each of you who showed up to this no quorum meeting would not get credit. The city would just cancel. Same day, no quorum would probably be the reason in that case. But in the case, it's just canceled. So I'm kind of like going back and forth with this transparency meetings. It's a half accountable thing. It's a half. Everybody's reporting cancellations, and you're not getting credit for showing up. There's quite a few things as far as procedure. I do these to double check that we have the right to come here and comment. Reporting specifically, because the audio isn't as nice as the one in the PA of the council chambers. Our position as the public with these excused absences, and then what it looks like when a meeting gets appreciate my time, and I'll be back for one other comment later and push it ahead. And
Are there any other comments? Public comments?
There.
I will make that motion.
Good. And do I have a second? Moved and seconded. And so, Madam Clerk.
Member Enriquez. Yes. Garcias.
Yes. The motion carried. So moving on to the next item and determination of compliance with Measure P requirements.
Good evening. $1,714,367 for the $300,000 reallocation of previously appropriated and available funds from asset management, $114,367, and with the reallocation of the $300,000 questions.
Exactly what it is?
Yes.
Hopefully the acoustics will go better.
Yes.
Take all parts, so it's a $2 million project. Be replacing the entire of this
The entire, so it was replaced.
So I'll defer to Public Works staff. I believe this is the original.
I'm just trying to figure out the kind of the
We can get back to you.
Yeah.
I have it somewhere, but.
What is the expected life cycle? Any,
maybe normal, so it's just preservation, so normal wear and tear, but then also repairs just to extend the useful life. So the current roof, I think, is as long as you have, as long as you do the regular maintenance.
Just replacement every couple decades.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically taking the entire, you do maintenance, you don't really have.
Any other questions?
I will still make that motion to approve.
Yes. Enriquez,
Yes.
Vice Chair Martinez,
Yes.
Member Renan City.
It seems like a really high price for a roof replacement,
Well,
but if it's a big enough facility, of course, I don't know how big this is actually.
new roof penetration coverings, and then.
Yeah, like I said again, having had, so I know it's pretty pricey, it's just, like, I haven't seen anything at $2 million for a roof.
It does go up that way and
Right.
across the way, but we'll get that information.
Yeah, and I think it's also,
Adding
it's
to
I think we still need to vote.
Chair Garcia.
Yes. Moving on to the next item is item 4.2. Consider.
So good evening again, Ed Crandell, our manager. We're here to present the Measure P 10-year spending plan fiscal year 27 and Measure P proposed budget. Adoption is scheduled for this Tuesday, May 19th. The 10-year spending plan for fiscal year 27 reflects the final funding for 3/4 of fiscal year 27 only as approved measure is sunsetting July CLC meeting. It's important to mention that this plan being presented tonight does not include the spending. In the next two slides, we will show the 10-year Measure B spending over $331 million in expenditures, dollars in bonds, and collected over $7 million. The majority is interest earnings over the 10 years. 2025, and amended budget for fiscal year 26. Lastly, we'll go over the fiscal year. The Finance Department is submitting the budget for fiscal year 27. The original proposed expenditure analysis and review of available fund balance, staff is recommending in addition for fiscal year 27, increase in the overall expenditure out $8,114,416. And we'll discuss the overall increase in the next few slides. New request of $3,533,135.416. Expenditure spending plan for 27. $1.3 million for other public facilities that includes dollars for citywide network replacement and $1.8 million for Maxfield, Santa Benicia Park, and Menzel Little League improvements. Total additions to the spending plan is three requirements and recommend City Council approval and incorporation of the proposed fiscal year presentation and staff is available for questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, can you tell me the names of these buildings exactly?
It's across, so I think it's across.
It's across from the city park. I mean, city park.
yeah, just behind it, that smaller building.
It's not that city.
Facility was going to be used for housing, homes, and services, staff, and other services.
I think this gets us started.
Yeah.
So that we can get stuff working in
Other questions? Just go ahead.
Because we have extra cash flow, or it's cheaper to do it now, or,
As mentioned during the presentation, that we have accumulated quite a fund balance, mostly once we allocate these funds to the project.
okay, thank you.
So for the support that for these projects, Ben worked with the engineering department to assess based on usage and where the busiest have because the idea is to add lights, right, so that we can go into the nighttime. So like some of the teams that are on the requests, the usage, the ones that need the renovations and hit the ones that have the highest need. I asked because that's maybe, I don't believe that we went out and asked from the public, so yes, but no direct question has been telling their council members. Sorry.
Maybe that's a suggestion for the future for funding.
Yeah, and we do have a new tool that we got that we used for the questions to the public. We purchased the software to specifically help us facilitate that, so.
Of one of the worst facilities that need to be repaired, how long, so there's been, do I have any other questions here?
I just have a question about, are any of these fields utilized by softball leagues? And if not,
Those program there for softball.
I'm not sure softball fields built there. Are we talking about funding for that yet, or is that even brought up yet? Okay.
Are there any other questions?
We do have one public comment. Robert wishes to speak.
You're hearing the meeting, go through that and figure out what section or no earlier. And yes, you are correct, the slide that came up with the expenditures outlook, it had on it a question I had because it's needs in that sense, but is it necessarily for the city's mistakes? And so in the Measure A commission, we kind of, their area, rather than the city overall, just having to take it from the budget. And so there was one item plan, 1.5 cent sales tax revenue over a 10-year period. Encampment cleanup. And there's a $1 million carry forward. And as you notice, that line is like completely empty during the whole entire thing. So are these funds now being transferred to ask questions about that? Because as far as I can see, there's a lot of stick out. If I see them go into the higher direction next year, I'm definitely going to question it out of nowhere. When did that work actually take place? Taking my comment through this because I was late on that one. So, but that was just something as funding, not just funding things. Thank you.
So, do you have any other comments?
I mean, I will have to say, with funds for the intended purposes, the original intended purposes, which is what we just then, since we have the funds, let's see where we can put it at. To look into that. I do hope that we can, as far as why we're spending it on these projects, choosing these over whatever else it may be, if it's, I mean, a lot of the reasons, I guess, I absolutely believe in all of you folks' great work and intention on it.
So I just wanted to point out, and now if you go to page 10 of the actual spending plan, there's a section, there's a description, this was adopted by the COC 24-25, and it talks about the $1 million application and what those funds are being used for. About a year and a half ago was a major issue about defecating in the public right-of-way, running into our homeless services department that actually addresses the housing for the public, making sure that those encampments are being used for that purpose, if that helps.
If you want to bring us back to the agenda, Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Yes. Vice Chair Martinez?
Yes.
Member Ryan today?
Yes.
the motion, second, and then it's discussion, correct? Isn't that the we already know it, but like, I just wanted to. Because what I also understand is that, the
Park Rangers.
Rangers, thank you, it's late, I've had a long day. Park Rangers, which we have a limited number of park rangers time and not continue. Because it doesn't continue to be an issue at our parks. We're determining what the scope of this work is going to be the first time around, and 2.0 as well, and put in their interest in, as to what are the stuff. And I'm understanding that we're voting on adjustments within the scope. And put into adjustments through time. But it would be great if that was.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to reiterate, the more that I've been thinking about it, is just how there was a lot of good public discussion and dialogue, especially.
Make sure everybody understands that the Measure P, our part is to make sure that the facilities or city property to make, so that's where Measure P. Equipment, Measure P is about repairing, replacing, or fixing existing city infrastructure. So, new projects.
And the parks that were added, so that's why I was.
It was just on a personal note, I know that a lot of them were held back on because they were working on, so there. I'll go ahead and move on to item 5.
So Ed Prendell again, Budget Manager in the Finance Department, on December 22nd, 2025, for the year ending June 30th, 2017 to fiscal year 2025. Opinion of the independent auditor's report that the city complied to the requirements described in the Measure P ordinance number 336,794,402, and transfers the $7,512,593, $161,912. We also have attached to the item of the fiscal, it lists major projects completed during the year, projects that are in progress, and upcoming projects to the city council. That concludes my presentation. The staff is available to answer questions.
Thank you. This is a brief discussion. Do we have any public comment?
This is the one this week. It was talking about onward, like, so, I'm a resident of that neighborhood, and as a kid, I've been going there for years, and all the rocks filled it, and the city wasn't there, so I was cleaning them, and, but specifically, right, when we to be paid for within the confinement of this, there should also, and then the contractor, whoever signs with us, is now delay, and now we're without a park for, if the city, through these specific funds, right, and they want to spend it on the supposed to be, because if it goes over, where are the funds going to come from? That's kind of where I'm trying to dollars. And you're like, what for? You guys delayed 6 months of no work. And you could recommend to the city council to look at policy that helps them with the contracts, right? If our policy doesn't, it would be good to have that in place next time so our budgets don't go through the wall off of an expenditure tab.
Any comments from the committee? We'll go ahead. Thank you for the presentation. What's Measure P sales tax financial report as of March 31st, 2026.
March 31st, 2026. Measure P has $1 million in sales tax revenues, posted in total over expenditures of $10.2 million, dollars in police facility repairs, and $76,360 infrastructure category, $196,000 for the other public facilities, and $111,000 for the other public.
AC, just up quick.
Hold just a second. I just got to ask public comment first.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There are no public comments.
Okay.
That's still ongoing.
Yes, the construction is currently underway.
Gotcha.
Yeah, good evening. My name is Louis Shar, I'm the city engineer, and yes, the project is on schedule. We're bringing in the crane one more time to different elements that are part of that project. So after that stage, and we're going to be winding down to the closeout.
Regarding the 4-year lag on antitrust lawsuit going on with the companies, and is the city participating?
That's what the
Couldn't tell you what action was taken.
Just to clarify, Measure P fund money would not be used for any legal defense. Thank you. We'll go to any staff comments.
and Louis Shars is our new director of engineering. Some recent appointments already. And then also the city hall at some point. So those are the only comments that I have.
Yeah, we're working through, sorry, especially with that roof. Conference room, so it's right there off the lobby. One, just to make it security and all those different things, and to Robert's comments, it has better efficiency. So I do think it is something that the board has to take action on, conflicting meetings on the same day. So we're working on that, trying to make sure we.
Was that for just this committee or all commissions?
It's for all.
It was that way overall. It was, yeah, the acoustics would be better because, I don't know, maybe it's just.
There's a lot on there, kind of scattered throughout. So.
It's 42,000 square feet.
2,000.
Okay, moving on, we'll go to member comments. Do we have any comments? 6:54. I'll call the meeting